As our world turns increasingly digital, content surrounds us all. And while we try to customize that content, oftentimes we see things online that annoy us that we just cannot get rid of. Things that often look like this. Whether it's a social mishap, maybe it's a whole subject like politics, or maybe you're like the rest of us and you kind of want to get rid of the Kardashians. To make things even worse, you're inundated with useless and irrelevant ads, causing a bad online experience. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Carmelo Menino. I'm CEO and co-founder of IgnoreU, and we take care of this annoying content problem. You see, we're a mobile application that acts as a platform to stream some of the web's largest content providers, many of which have huge user bases, to turn their overwhelming amount of content into customized content for each and every individual. Let me show you some overwhelming content. These are all the posts that appear on my Twitter feed on a Wednesday morning from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. There's no way I can keep up with this. See, I'm what we call a looker. I like to get a lot of my social information and keep up with trends on sites like Twitter. But at the same time, I don't post very often. But I know exactly what annoys me. It turns out I'm not alone. There's about 10 million lookers in the US alone. And to make matters even worse, when we do see something we don't like, we have two options. We can mute or block the individual that posts it. We have no control over the content itself. That is, until now. You see, with IgnoreU, it's as simple as finding the content. Say Trump. You go to the filter page, type in that word, and boom, just like magic, we've dumped Trump for you. You can minimize your posts or completely hide your post. And we can filter any keyword you type in. But what gets us really excited is the ability to ignore entire topics with a single click of a button. Let me show you an example that's currently available on our application. The topic of politics. Underneath this one click are things like all the candidates' names, but at the same time, highly associated keywords like debate, GOP, Democrat. And with a single click, it all goes away. If you want to do this on Twitter currently, it would take you hundreds of clicks, and you would literally have to stop following the news. We're starting as a third-party Twitter application with a unique filter. But very shortly, we will integrate more content onto our platform, which will de-risk us and open us up to new user bases. And the best part to the users, it's completely free. You see, when people use our platform, we capture just enough information to keep their privacy private, but to give us some unique insights, especially what they ignore. Think about your online experiences. We live in a like-obsessed society where people target you by what you like and what you searched for yesterday. But at IgnoreU, we believe that we can better target you based upon what you dislike. We couple this with analytics. We can tell you trending ignores and even give you local and regionalized ignores. We do this because we believe it's valuable information. Take one of our power users, Mike. As he customizes his content, we built him one of the web's most complete profiles. It's filled with things like his ad responses, his demographics, and his ignores. We couple this with our back-end predictive analytics, which gets better and better over time as we gain more users. And we can tell how Mike's going to respond to brands, topics, even individual people. We believe this is revolutionary data, and there's three huge opportunities in the marketplace for our insights. The first way IgnoreU will make money is by plugging our data into the existing data of some of the major ad tech firms. Digital advertising was a $150 billion industry last year, and it's growing rapidly. But still, companies like Google struggle to get 2 to 3 clicks for every 1,000 ads they display. And when you look at their revenues from advertising, the numbers are astoundingly large. In fact, Google and Facebook make over 90% of their revenues from online ads. If we can help improve their click rates by as little as 0.1%, we would have added $90 million to these three firms alone, and they only make up about half the ad tech space. The second way IgnoreU will make money is by working with individual brands. Brands like Williams-Sonoma and Mercedes have a very defined target market, and they know a lot about what they like, but they've never had insights to what their users dislike. We offer them a customized analytic dashboard that allows them to compare segments by things like gender, location, age, so that they can get more information on their target market and better market to them. And lastly, content providers and blog networks struggle to get the paid views necessary to make the ad revenues to support their operations. We can help them put the right ads at the right place at the right time. Take Mike again. He ignored things like Hillary and the word Democrat. So when he goes to the popular political post, our political blog, Politico, his homepage looks like this. But his girlfriend Sarah ignored Trump, Cruz, and Republican. So at the same time, when she goes to that same blog, it'll look like this. It's more relevant information that she's more likely to click on, and thus blogs are more likely to make more money through advertising. To summarize that, we help ad platforms make more money by increasing their click rates. We can help individual brands by offering them unique insights that they've never had available. And we can help content providers put the right content at the right time in the right place in front of the correct user. We've garnered some local press, including winning a galvanized Pitchers and Pitchers and taking home first place at the RVC University Challenge. Last night, we launched our second version on the Google Play Store. And next week, we'll be live on the Apple App Store. We've completed some other important milestones, including receiving the Twitter authorization. By the end of the month, we'll be on both app stores with over 100 users. By this summer, we want to have well over 1,000 users and be on our way to raising our seed round of $250,000. This will get us a 12-month runway, allow us to hire a front-end developer, and will get us to a point where our data is ready to sell. By March 2017, we want to be selling our data and have 25,000 users. And in 2.5 years, we want to have a substantial user base and full data systems. And this is when we look to be acquired. We are not looking to build IgnoreU into a 20-year company, and our space is littered with acquisitions. But there's one big, big difference between IgnoreU and almost all of these companies up here. All of these companies took data and looked at it in a unique way. We're not only doing that, but we are actually creating the data and creating a new field of data. That is inferring how people will respond based upon what they choose to ignore. At the end of year one, we really start building up our revenues when we build out our data as a service. And by year 3, we estimate we can make $4 to $5 per user per year. And when we implement ads, that number will go up even more. To give you perspective, Twitter makes about 9, and Facebook makes about 15 per user. We're currently a team of 2, both with relevant startup experience in the space. Brandon Dewey is a software engineer specializing in big data analytics. Myself, I'm an MBA specializing in digital marketing and customer acquisition. And together, we both strongly and passionately believe that people should have the right to choose how they consume content online. If we're fortunate enough today to win the CSU Collegiate Challenge, we know exactly how we will spend that money. 10,000 will go towards gaining 3,000 users. We've been testing marketing campaigns for a month now. We've got some initial results. We believe we can get 3,000 users. 3,000 will go towards web tools and servers to optimize the front end and the back end. And 7,000 will go towards getting organized with accountants and term sheets so that we can raise our $250,000 and take IgnoreU to the next level. So thank you so much for your time today. And if there's something that's annoying to you, go to the App Store right now, download IgnoreU, and take back control.